Okay, welcome in. This is Artist Corner. We have a special guest today, Big C. So welcome in, Big C. How you doing, my friend?
Thank you. Thank you. Glad to be here. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, it's our pleasure. I'd just like to welcome you into Artist Corner with Jump Beat Records.
Thank you.
And yeah, tell me about yourself, Big C.
Well, originally from New York, living in Atlanta. Original name is Charles, hence the Big C. Now everybody knows what the C is for.
I was going to ask you that later, but now I can see.
Charles, retired from Delta Airlines. Been retired for about 5 years. Six grandchildren,
Oh,
two
wow.
children of my own. Just trying to live my best life right now. Sticking with this music between making music and DJing, which is my hobby. Hopefully, bringing it all together as one big project. That's where I'm at now.
Ah, cool. So you you said you've been retired for a little while now, so you've been in the studio quite a bit, as that's why we're here right now talking about your new release coming out on Jump Beat Records.
Okay.
Um, so I'm just going to put that up for us, as you can see. Heavy Lover. So I'm going to get into the first question with this. So what inspired you about this track, and what's the history behind this, Big C?
The history behind Heavy Lover is I've always been a Heavy D fan, and by him being a big rapper and me being a big guy, I always joke about it and say that's me. You know, and the Overweight Lover is actually my favorite track that Heavy D made. So that inspired me to transform it into a house track, and hence Heavy Lover.
Well, there we go. That's what that one. So I like asking this question because I find out from the other artists, I want to know about the track, what your influence is about it and stuff. So that question I always like asking because I always want to know what's that's about. So Heavy Lover is coming now. We're going to try and get this out by the end of the year, which this will be your first release with us.
Yes.
And you've got an EP coming up very soon. I would just like to say I did sign the third remix.
Awesome.
I haven't told you that yet, but I'm telling you now. So we need to talk about that in the future, and we get that EP out for you.
Okay.
Cool. So yeah, that's great. So moving on to the next question, what would you like to see happen in the industry and with Jump Beat Records?
Well, in the industry, I really want producers to strive and do their best. Um, there's a lot of people, even myself, we need to get into creating our own music. I love taking old school music and flipping it, but now I'm trying to do what Charles, I use my name, what Charles does. Um, and with the label, I just want the label to thrive. I want Jump Beat to become like the number one label in the world. That's where my heart is, and that's what I see. And we're
Wow.
headed that way.
Well, I appreciate that. That's my goal. With Jump Beat is just to do what I love, and which is this and making music and DJing. But yeah, I sort of got this label together is because of you guys. That's what it come down to.
We
And
appreciate it.
and you know, I'm gonna push and help you guys as much as I can. And that's what I've said to every artist. We are a new label, as everyone knows, and the audience knows this by now. But yeah, I'm gonna try my best and give it my all for you guys and help where I can. Um,
I've been influenced by a few people on Twitch because I've only been producer for about 2.5 months. Um,
really? Oh,
yeah,
I didn't
I
know if it
just
was a little bit longer than that. Oh, wow.
about 2.5, maybe three. I kind of got pushed into it by Phil. People know him as FE Media
Yep.
and Frank Amoto. I got pushed into it. Again, I was scared to do it because it was brand new, and I was like, I'm not going to do this right. I'm not going to do it. So Frank, bless his heart, said, "I'll teach you," and he did. I countless hours at night on my end up all night, which is daytime for him, and shooting clips back and forth just to learn where to put stuff. And learn arrangements, and learn how to use the stems, and learn how to break things down, how to use patches.
So you are using Logic to make your stuff, is that right?
Yeah,
Just to
yes,
let
sir.
everyone know. Okay, yeah,
Yes, sir.
just letting everyone know that. Yeah. So, but so like Frank's helping you a lot with that. So
Oh, no, and he's still teaching me
yeah,
because it's things in logic that he says I need to know, but he says get one thing down pat before you move to another.
yeah.
That's why I say he's an excellent teacher.
That's a golden rule as well. With me and Cy Furman, is that you start a track, get it done, finish it. Do you know what I mean? You can come back and sort things out, but get it laid down and then get it, get your stuff sampled or whatever you're doing, and then get it laid down and then, then you can arrange it where you want, but finish it. That's what our motto always been. And yeah, I know it's hard to do that sometimes, but it's just I think that's the golden rule, isn't
Yeah,
it?
but by me being retired, I have nothing to do. So
Yeah, I'm a bit jealous. So before I just let everyone know, before we started recording this, me and Charles were chatting, and he said I'm retired. I'm like, just that hurt. That hurt. I want to be retired. All I want to do is sit here and make music, do these interviews and make music. That's it. But yeah, then that's good. I'm glad. I can't wait to see what's in like for next year with yourself and stuff. And I'm glad that you're, you know, progressing
and,
what you're doing, my friend.
and Brad, I'm only 56.
Oh, there you go. Jeez, you got loads of time. It's your time. It's like we spoke about, like we was talking about just before. Like, it wasn't my time to be in the studio or start getting into that side again. And you're doing it the same thing. You know what I mean? It's your time.
I'm gonna take it and run with it. You know,
That's how we go.
I already got an idea of the next track I want to do. Um, and I put out well, this. I don't know when this is gonna be played. I don't even know when I'm gonna do it. By the Jones Girls.
Oh, okay. All right.
Uh, I don't know which track it's gonna be, but that's where my mind is right now.
But mine, yeah. So is that how you get? How'd you get influenced about stuff like that? You just
I'm an old school guy.
okay.
Grew up in New York City all my life. I didn't leave New York till I started working for Delta in '99. Um, Graduated Rice High School out of New York, and actually give you a little history. I started DJing in New York in about my freshman year of high school.
Oh wow.
And by my senior year, I was the resident DJ at the Cotton Club.
Okay. I've heard of the Cotton Club. I'm sure Disciple spoke to me about this before.
Yeah, in the Cotton Club on 125th Street and Left Avenue. I was the resident DJ there for 10 years.
Oh wow. That's a
Before,
long time to be a resident.
only reason I'm not still there is because number one, I'm in Atlanta now, and number two, the owner turned it into a gospel brunch club. It's a Sunday club now.
Oh, okay.
So you don't need a hip hop house DJ to be playing gospel music.
No.
And he has a live band. So you know
So
that
that's what you was playing hip hop in them days.
yeah, I was playing that back there. You had to. You
Right.
played in Harlem.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So I mean, you got the Harlem heads up there that they got to hear their hip hop, they got to hear their Mary J, they got to hear their Nas, they got to hear all that old stuff, Eric B, all that old school stuff.
Yeah.
Spoonie G, which a lot of people don't know about Spoonie G, but I'm sure you do. Back in the day, you got to hear all that stuff. So that integrated me from hip hop. I actually went from hip hop to reggae to house.
Okay.
And I love house music, so that's where I'm at to this day. I actually came back to DJing right before the pandemic.
That's you sound like exactly the same sort of thing with me. Not so much the reggae, but from hip hop to like house music, stroke, rave, and hardcore. When I used to go raving, and then the house room was better than the hardcore room, and that's where I found my passion of house music, and that's when I thrived from that. And I was retired. I gave it all up, and the pandemic brought me back out DJing again.
That's what happened with me.
Yeah.
Had to rebuy all the equipment, which I didn't mind. I'm like, I have tons of equipment in here. People come in here and be like, "Why do you have four turntables? Why do you have rain turntables? Why do you have? What are you doing?" I'm like, I just buy it because I'm the type of person. If I gotta see what I like, because what I like is what I'm gonna play with, and I'm gonna play good on it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I buy a bunch of stuff, but people don't realize things break, and when they break, you have backups.
Exactly. Well, that's like with me when I came to Vancouver, because I still love music and I still play. Like I've done a couple of little gigs here, and I bought a little second generation controller. Only reason I
Hmm.
got that because I couldn't afford much. I was traveling. Trying to live in an expensive city, and I
Right.
got that just on save a bit of money up. People helped me out with it for like presents and stuff, like give me gift vouchers and stuff, and I bought that. And to tell you the truth, this is how much it was such a waiting list on them. I actually bought it broken, brand new. The
Mm.
microphone input, one of them wasn't working. So I still bought it because I was like, I need to still DJ. I can't give up. So I just
Mhm.
done that and done little gigs here and there, nothing major. And then I was sort of retired, but I still, listen to my music and stuff. And then, like you said, like the pandemic brought me out and
Mhm.
represent. I gotta say, shout out to the UK and all my friends and family, because they was all sitting there, my mates, just chatting for hours online, and they went, "Brad, why didn't you start DJing? We're not doing nothing." And I was like, I don't know, not really done a lot of that online. And they went, "Go for it." So the rest is history,
That's it.
and we're here now.
That's,
That's it. So, okay, moving on. As an artist, what do you expect from a label?
hmm. I expect. It's really hard to say.
Well, be
Life
honest. I'll be honest. This is what this is all about. Be honest.
life is about respect, and that's the first thing I expect. Is respect. I'm gonna respect the owner of the label, and I want that owner to respect me. As far as my music, I mean, I want the owner to be honest, and Charles, I don't like this. Or I'm gonna play this, and if you're gonna play it, play it. Don't have my head ready to hear something that's not gonna happen. Just I like honesty,
Yeah.
and you're that kind of guy that I know is brutally honest. So I know what you say is what you mean. So
Well, one thing I do try. Maybe I'm a bit harsh with some things and stuff, but how I look at things, don't beat around the bush. Tell it how it is. If people don't like that, then that's whatever. You got your opinion and stuff like that. But me personally, I like to bring the best out in people. And if I feel like it's not right, that means go back to the drawing board and get
redo
right.
it, yeah.
You know what I
That's what
mean?
I hear from you. You need to redo this. It's
Yeah.
all right. It's all right, but I don't want all right.
No.
I want good. I want perfect.
Well, I will say I have got to speak to you, and we will do after this. So don't cut me off like Frank did. After this recording, I do want to talk to you about a few of your tracks.
Okay.
And yes, for me as an artist as well, that I like to be someone tell me the truth. I like people up front with me. Don't I know I usually 9 out of 10 times I know it ain't right. I'm like, nah, this is not right. And someone go, oh, it sounds pretty cool, and I'll go, nah, no, I know it don't feel it,
Hmm.
But some people might say this is really really cool, and they be honest, or they say, nah, it doesn't work. It is hard telling people straight, but the thing is that, like I said, I only want people to get better and learn. And if something's
You
not
have to
right,
have tough skin.
yeah,
As an artist, you have to have tough skin. You can't be a crybaby.
no,
You got to learn how to take the good with the bad.
yeah, exactly. So yeah, I think a lot of the artists I've had on here so far is just like, exactly what you said. Just be true to each other and respect each other. So
I
yeah,
look at it as we're a family.
yeah, exactly. And that's what Philly Phil said. I don't know if you know this, but I recorded him and I mucked up at my end, and we got just video, no sound on his part. So we got to redo our one. So when you listen to this, Philly Phil, we've got to reschedule, get it done. Okay, moving on to the next question, Charles. What future projects have you got coming up?
Like I said, the Jones Girl, I'm working on that. I'm working on Big Daddy Kane's Smooth Operator as we speak.
Oh, that's exclusive. You've heard it now. Oh, really? Oh,
Yeah, I'm
that's
doing that.
that's a big track. That's a big track. Oh, one of my favorites, Daddy Kane. Oh, look
I'm,
forward
work,
to that. Oh, okay.
uh,
I didn't know about this. You shocked me now. I'm like, hey, that's good.
I'm an old school hip hop
I know.
head. So, I want to do some Bismarck. May he rest in peace. I want
Yep.
to do some Bismarck, but Bismarck's going to be kind of hard because he never rapped on beat.
So yeah.
I want to do some Public Enemy.
Okay. All right.
Uh, and then I want to do some of my own creative house music.
Okay. You got a lot. You got a lot of next year. Then, my friend, is going to be a busy year for you. Then.
Yep, it's all up here. It's all up here.
Oh, that's cool.
It's got to be put on in Logic, and I get it done.
Well, that's well. We'll be looking forward to it. I certainly would be looking forward to this for sure. I can't wait to hear some of that stuff. And like we said, I share the same sort of background, hip hop boy before anything. So if you if you want to get to my heart quite quickly, just do a hip hop remix, and I'll be like, oh yeah, I'll take it. I think a few people played up to that one with me. I'm not going to say any names, and I'm like, yeah, but it worked out well. But yeah, so that's cool. Okay, so our last question. Have you got any gigs coming up or plans to get back into live shows?
No.
You're not? No?
I'm actually retired disabled.
Right.
So do live, I mean, like traveling with like if you have a function and you want your artist there, I get on a plane and go, but I'll be in a wheelchair. So, I mean, as far as trying to do, that's why you guys see me DJing sitting down.
Yeah.
You can't stand too long. So, I'm just being honest with the audience and everybody else. Big C, it's gonna take a lot to get me out there to do a live party.
What about if
You
we
know?
done it in New York? Would you come down?
Yeah, New York's my hometown.
Yeah. If I done something in New York, and I'll book you, you'd come.
Yeah.
All right. I'll make that arrange. I'll get that sorted. So guys, everyone tuned in.
You can book me in London and I'll come.
All right. Well. All right. Well, then we might have to chat about that. But yeah, like we said, that's our plan to do that anyway. So definitely come to New York to see you, my friend. I'm a big New York fan and love New York. Me and my girl love New York. It's probably if I didn't live in Vancouver, and I could live in America, I would definitely be New York.
New York.
Yeah, it's just every time I go there, I'm happy. So I love it there. It's just the food, the people.
I tell people you gotta get you one of them New York dirty water hot dogs.
I like all that. You know what I mean? It's great. It's all cool. Okay, so I would just like to say thank you so much, Big C, Charles, for joining us today. Check out, it's coming out very soon. We have got I will be honest, as we've been talking about that. I've got a lot of tracks coming out this by the end of the year, and this one is going to be one of them. There is a queue for stuff, as you know, with distributors. So it'll be exclusive to Traxsource. And yeah, check it out. Heavy Lover by Big C.
Don't miss it.
Yeah. Okay, well, thanks, Big C. You have a great day, and I'll be talking to you soon.
Thank you.